Hard. Okay. This is 7?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's hit a little farther from me. A little more. There. Good. Ball starts right, curves back to the left. Getting close to the target, right? It's a 160 yards carry. Spin rate's pretty good for that shot. So all that stuff looks okay. The swing path of the club going in to out a good number, 13.5 degrees. So I want to try and figure out today what we can do to get you to still get the ball close to the target at 160, but just have less curve. All right, and kind of we'll talk about what it is that we've been working on so we can keep the same type of framework. Let's keep hitting a couple more. Why that's firing back so fast. Take a look at some video. So, what have we? What are your swing thoughts? What are your ideas in your move right now? What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm still trying to straight.
Okay.
I don't know if I am, but my mind.
No, your ideas for sure.
I think I'm just trying to go more into out.
Okay.
Starting more with my legs first.
Yeah. Okay. So into out, legs first. I mean, we've got a lot of into out. We've got over 10 degrees of into out. But I think that the into out is kind of your athletes coming out and saying, hey, like I need to get this golf ball to a target, so I need to do something to make this get there. Let's kind of take a look at this like halfway back into your swing here. What do you see with the club face itself?
Close.
It's definitely more closed than most people that I see.
Okay.
Usually by this stage of the swing, the club face has started to lie itself onto that yellow line or similar to that yellow line. And we can see that you've got it like right from setup, this face, it'd be closed there relative to that plane. Square up here. But throughout the whole swing, we see too much of that club face. That club face is too close. We are getting draws. So like I said, I think that because the face is closed, you're reacting to swing the club in to out in order to hit it solid, right? Because it's closed, and that's the kind of shot we're going to get. So I want to see today what we can do about getting the club face, well, a little bit more open. I kind of like the way that you're doing stuff with your body, but we're definitely going to work on trying to get that face more open. So can you set up to your shot for me? Okay, so right at setup, we've got a lot of like angle in your grip,
Yeah.
right? Like it'd be considered a strong grip. We can see a lot of the logo on the back of your grip.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that goes away,
Yeah.
that's what's going to close the club face.
Okay.
So how do you make a backswing feeling like that kind of stays bent like that? Take your normal grip. I don't want to mess with your grip because I like it. And take it about, take it back, get the face open the club face.
Should I like open from the setup?
No, setup's fine. No, just like halfway back, between there and halfway back. Okay, notice how you still got that strong or
Yeah.
thing on top of the grip there, right? Okay. So because you have it there at setup, we have to try and find a way to keep that more in your swing.
Okay.
But if it disappears,
Right.
that club face is going to close down. So we have two options. If you like that movement with your wrists, we change your grip.
Okay.
Or we learn how to keep the face more square with the grip we've got. Always options.
What do you recommend? Like,
I don't know if we need to mess with your grip.
okay.
I think that if you felt like you twisted the face more open throughout the swing, you're going to put a twist or a torque into that might actually make you hit the ball farther.
Okay.
Where the weaker grip might just be a band-aid to fix a bad motion.
Okay.
That depends. Like, it depends how much we really want to build into this. If you want to build 12 different things, then sure, we could start with the grip and end with your shoelaces. But I mean, like, if we just want to get functional with this, to see if we can create a bit of a different flight that you can get a feel from, this is the way to do it. Take your normal grip so that you start comfy. Okay? And then let's just start basic. Show me swings where you feel like the face is open. And let's try and hit the ball with less draw.
Okay.
Cool. We've got our numbers there. Half 11 degrees in to out. So the more that you feel like the face is open, the more straight down the target line you'll swing the club.
Okay.
Kind of weird how it works, but we react to the club face. So set up to your shot. Swing it all the way to the top of your swing and feel like you open the face all the way up and hold it there. Okay, good. Awesome. And that's closed. Closed. Just it open. There.
Oh, okay.
See how much you got to do with that wrist?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Set up to it. Okay, so swing it back to me. Okay, now turn your back more to the target. All right, now that's a little bit easier. Okay, from here. Okay. Hold it there. And now feel like on the way up, you twist it. Well, fight me. How about this? Fight me. Take the club up and fight my twist. Fight me, fight me, fight me. Good, good, good. Okay, start again. Show me that backswing. Toe in the air, back turn. Yeah, that's different. Okay, but I want to make sure that as you're taking the club back, that this is moving too. Okay, everything around here has to move in order to help you take it back easier. If this doesn't move, you'll take it back and close the face. Okay, so. Cool. Okay, so let's get the full early turn. Keep the face open, let it fly.
Feels really awkward.
Good. Should feel a little different. Okay, so give me a halfway back. Good. Tilt the club straight up and down like you were pouring water out of the bottom of the shaft. Yeah, yeah, right there. Okay, that's where I want you to feel like you can take it to in the backswing. Start again. Full back turn, club straight up and down. Good job. Okay, let's take it back to there and then let it fly. Can you make it curve the other way? open the face, keep it open so hard that it curves the other way. Okay. You got it. Curve the other way. What are you doing to do this? What do you feel like your motion is, your movement?
Twisting it more in terms of my.
Okay.
But you feel like, yeah, more my neck fits too.
Okay. I'm hoping that it feels like it's a bigger backswing, like a bigger windup, because you're turning your body earlier. To help keep the face more in a better spot for what we're trying to do. Let's go again. Same type of thing. Practice the backswing with a full turn, and the club straight up and down with the face open. When you hit one that feels different, let me know.
Okay.
Alright, so if this was a little bit higher, and call it like up to here, how do you swing the club down and not hit that little box? Take it up to the top, open the face. Okay. How do you get the club to the ball without hitting my stick? Body, keep turning, keep turning. Okay, I'll ask to go out that way a little more.
Yeah.
Okay. So show me again. All the way to the top, full turn of your back, get the club straight up and down. When it comes down, it's over this stick. Okay, one more time. Up. Okay. Turn toward the target. Yeah. Finish your swing. Go to your finish position. Then get it over the stick. Out, kind of here more. Is
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Do that again. Okay. Turn your body toward the target. Yes, there's a bigger backswing. Okay, so we need to make that bigger. Okay, now do the opposite. Turn toward the target. Keep turning, then go over. So make sure you keep turning your body, then worry about the club going over the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. And over. Yeah, now do it again. Go over with an open face. Over with an open face. Yeah. There we go. There. That's different, huh?
Right.
Okay. So it's going to be either more open or more over. Okay. Change the face a little bit on that one. Good job. Faded. So another way for us to look at this is I'm hoping that we create some shots, first of all, that just fly straighter. But that the club goes through the ground better. Right? Like I would assume that, most of your practice is off mats.
Yeah.
But then when you get outside on the golf course, the club hits the ground and the ball doesn't go too far.
Right.
But it's hard to practice that in here because it doesn't sound bad when the club hits the ground.
Right.
So the number we look at is on the short column on the right, there's an angle of attack. That's how much the club's going down or up. And if it's going up, it means the club bounced off the ground into the ball upward. Okay, that's a bunker shot, right? And that's why it works in the bunker. It doesn't work here. So we want to. I'm trying to get that number to like 5 down, meaning that if you were outside, you would take a divot in front of the golf ball, and it would go into the ground. It wouldn't just brush. It would go into the dirt. Okay, and when that number gets down more, that means that you swung the club differently, and that different also will produce a path and a face that will line up better to what we're trying to see. Okay, so if there's any ideas from not just over, but trying to get the club down more, that's another good thing. Okay. So getting like halfway back, roll full turn the hips the most, and then we're trying to get the club straight up and down. Take a look at it. So from your view, club will be straight. It'll be between your arms. See how this is not between your arms anymore? Okay, shaft between your arms, full turn. And I would say that the part that has to turn the most, it's not your hips and it's not like your back or your ribs. It's the part around you, right? That what they call that spare tire, right? That whole part right there, like the fatty part of our stomach has to turn more, right? We have to take almost like this part of your back has to go toward the target. Right. So I'm almost trying to get like this part of you, this much of you, turned earliest. Okay? And when we can turn the earliest, you can get that club up. And when the club goes up, it won't close. That's the thing. Okay, so one more time. Eye on the ball. Turn this the most. Take it back. Yeah, good job. Look at the ball. Look at the ball. Okay. Turn the most. Okay. So we want to try to feel like this thing goes the steepest up here. Okay. Yeah, good. Gotta feel different. Well, this is less weird than if we, right, mess with that. Good job. Okay, same thing. Alright, so we had a little draw. Still started right. The backswing, full turn, get the club straight up and down. Okay, one more time. So, one more time. Full turn, straight up and down. Okay. You do it with your arms low. Full turn. And have arms lower when the club gets up. So it's trying to maximize all of the wrist stuff and all of the turn without a whole lot of arm movement. Yeah, got it. Full turn, arms low, hinge it up. Awesome. Good job.
No, it felt,
It's different?
yeah.
Okay.
But it felt good.
We got some that faded, that's different. Okay, so what if we had to start the ball on the left side of the target line? All right, so let's set up to a shot.
Yeah.
Let's think about all the ways that we can get this ball started left of the target line. I don't care what it does from there. I just want to get the ball started left of where you are aiming, because you're really good at hitting it to the right of where you're aiming.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to aim straight. Now, what do you think you could do to your ball position? If you moved your ball position back, what would that do to your ball flight?
Did it get higher?
Yeah, it would get higher. Yeah. But in direction terms, would it start more right or more left?
More left? 'Cause I don't know.
Okay. So the more the ball would go back, the more the tendency would shoot the ball out to the right.
Okay.
Right? Because the swing is kind of like a circle, right? So as it's coming in toward the middle of your feet, it's traveling outwards.
Right.
And as it passes somewhere around the middle of your feet, it starts to go left, looking down third base. So if you put the ball like in a driver ball position, like way forward,
Right.
it would make it easier for you to hit the ball to the left. Let's try that. The ball position more forward in your stance. Good. We still want the takeaway stuff, so that's early with the turn, steep with the shaft, but then hit the ball to the left of the target line. Almost right on it. Good job. For every ball that curls left like that, I want you to do something to your wrist to twist the face so it doesn't go that way. More left. Like left of left. Like way left. So ball more forward. Okay, turn your body so early that you're staring down the left side of this room. Ever heard of the term over the top?
Yeah.
Give me an over the topper.
Okay.
Dr. Evil. 3.9 into out. Club speed 84. So it didn't go up too much. But ball speed 120 jumped.
Okay.
174 yards of carry on that shot. And you tried to swing over the top. I don't even know what that means. Go ahead. I mean, I don't know. Same thing. Okay, not bad. So ball went left. We're either going to twist the shaft more or we'll start doing push-ups. Way better, huh?
Yeah.
Easier,
I don't know. Just a lot to think about, I guess.
Okay. What if it was just over the top? Okay. Club speed 86. It jumped again. That jumped. That hasn't jumped. So as a practice rule, if you find that the ball continually starts too far to the right of where you're aiming your body, move the ball more forward. But if it starts to go too far left, move it back. I mean, that's how you find a sweet spot within your ball position. Because everybody lines the ball up differently for them. They see it differently, they feel it differently, therefore it's going to be different. But the idea that everyone has to have the ball in a certain spot relative to one of their feet, like, great for magazines. Right, so we want to move the ball around. Probably like when you're in like the middle of the season, you might change your ball position. You might fool around with it every couple practice sessions and get a feeling like, oh, if I move it more back like this, or if I move it forward like this.
Right.
One more with this club. The over the top idea, which we're going to talk about here in a sec. Okay, grab your 6-iron. So what is the over the top idea? What are you doing?
Trying to come down with this one.
How? Just
I don't know.
cool. Great answer. So here it is right here. Okay. So not a massive change from where you were, but we didn't need a massive change because you hit the ball pretty hard. We needed an alignment to the car. So take a look at this. We've got hands there, club head there, and pointed pretty much straight up. Okay? Hands here, club head behind you in a different orientation. So not only is your club head on the old move coming in on more of an angle with a different face, now it's coming in on a different angle with a different face. So that's kind of neat that we can just kind of take a look at, you know, just a few shapes to recognize where it is that you were.
Yeah.
Club face back here swinging in to out because that line is, you know, steeper, or sorry, shallower. This one here is steeper. Club face is more open, and we're getting better numbers. 1/2, 5, 6, manageable. Okay, so let's hit 4 shots with the 6-iron, doing all this stuff. You feel over the top, a little bit of an open face. Awesome. Is this an easier way to pull this off?
Yeah.
Feel more comfortable with
Yeah,
this?
it does.
Okay, so not bad. 200 yards total on a 6-iron, 188 carry. Okay, those are great numbers. So typically, if there's an issue with the full swing, we will find that same issue with pitching. So I want to see how all of this stuff is affected at like a 40, 50, 30-yard shot. What type of wedges do you have over there? Like number-wise?
I haven't approached pitching 458.
Okay, how far does the 58 go?
80.
Perfect, grab that one. start off with something not super tough. Some of these get a little bit tricky, and I'll guide you through them like I was your caddy. So we have 10 shots to each target, and the goal is to get it to within 6 feet. And if you do, we move on to the next one. If you hit 10 shots, we move on to the next one. Okay, so we have 36 yards, no wind, uphill 3 feet. There's your little circle, 36 yards. All right, go for it. Sometimes we, like, just, for in your own defense, really,
Yeah.
I'd say 90% of golfers get their distance by feeling it. Oh, I gotta hit it from there to that flag. It's about like this, right? If we open the door and hit it over that house, that's much better. So we're just gonna try and match up the field to a number. 36 yards carry means probably 33 yards total. First of all, I'm impressed with the way that you've adapted over these 8 shots, from blasting over the green to short of the green to a couple short of the flag to getting it right. So the best way that I've heard of, I'm not going to say I've found, but I've heard of that works, is if you're trying to hit like X distance, first of all try and go X plus 10, then go X minus 10, and then try and hit X, instead of just focusing on X, because what you end up doing is varying it anyway, right? Oh, I hit that short, give it more power. Oh, that's too much power, break it down, right? Let's take a look at your move here. So when you're working this wedge, this is where the club face has to go the most in that direction that we've been working on. So by the time that this club face gets back to like there, I want to see the club on the underneath of that yellow line. How do we get it there? So, is that your shot? Yeah, big one. This is what's going to help get a little height and a little bit less power to it, because a solid wedge shot isn't anything like a solid 5-iron. It feels like you've missed a solid wedge. Okay, so twist it open like that. Good. One more time. Way, way open. Yep. Yep. So let's see what you can do. Yeah, exactly. That's where it has to go next. Okay. Let's go feet a little bit closer together. Normally for these shots, we want the feet closer, but like if you go from a 5-iron to a driver, don't go wider.
Yeah.
Like your 5-iron stance is like the widest you're gonna go.
Okay.
But with wedges, we want to go a little closer sometimes. Good. Now, right now, is that club face square or open or closed?
Square.
Square to what?
Well,
Square to the ball. Okay. Interesting. Square to the ball. Okay. One more time. So it's square to the target line, which would be here, right? So you could say that's square. But if the shaft points in that line,
yeah.
where are these lines relative to the shaft line? Yeah. That's considered square. Where you go. Okay, so now from here, like thin, right?
Yeah.
Clip.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we're going to use the wedge for most shots, because then it doesn't really matter whether you're on fairway or bad grass equipment. It really starts to get down to how we need to get from that. So there we have 30 yards. We hit the same shot again. Start with the face straight. Open it up. Find 30 yards. Nice shot. How'd that feel?
Okay. Really good.
Okay. You landed it basically at the hole, and it bounced over a little bit. So we need to hit this 30-yard shot, 26 in the air. Shot. You got it.
And
On the next one. Okay, this is fun. 18 yards. It's literally like trying to, like standing on the grandstand and hitting it down to the green below. It's really far down. So we need to hit one fairly high and fairly soft. Okay, so set up your shot. Let's open the face more than what you're accustomed to. Okay. All right, and from here, I want you to feel as though that the face really opens up a lot,
Yeah.
and don't close it down on the way through. Okay, not bad. We had too much club speed.
Okay.
So in order to get the club forward, you need to feel like you turn your whole body without club speed. This is like the opposite of lag. Okay, so open the face more than normal. Yeah. Open it back on the way back. Take it open. Yeah, and feel like your whole body turns through. Yeah, there you go. If I were to describe this motion similar to a putting motion, it'd be like a putting motion where you just like instead of lag,
Yeah.
right? It's a putting motion with the face twisting open and staying open. That one was only a foot from being in the spot. Little less club speed. Not bad. Not bad. Stop. I think you got it. Whole body about 3 inches. Now, we've got 25 yards. It's uphill a couple feet. Obviously, it's raining. and there's a little bit of wind. So this ball kind of draws into this hole because of the wind. So bring it a little right, flip it up there 23 yards. Not bad. So that ball rolled right through the zone.
Yeah.
So we need more height or more spin. Not easy to put spin on the ball at 20 yards.
Yeah.
So height's their option. And I want it to be a swing motion thing. And your backswing and downswing keep the face more open. That's true. Yeah. Give me a practice one. So open the face on the way back, stop, and hold it back there. Hold it right there. Now, what if you had to keep your legs still and just use your arms for the rest of this motion? Legs still, don't turn. No turning.
No turning?
No. Yeah, again. Okay, something more like that. Okay, another one. Cool. And at the end, feel like you're tall. Not a lot of turn through, but it might feel like you're tall at the end. Close. 24 yards in the air. Nice, 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 nice. 3 more yards and that would bounce in. Last shot. Okay, we're gonna do one more.
Yeah.
.39 yards, so it's a little further. And same type of shot, a little bit of wind. Ball's gonna draw in there a little bit. So how about the face straight? And we want to get our height from opening it and keeping it open. Let's start it straight. Okay, live, one more. So this is similar to that other one where it's pretty basic, just bump it down the hill,
Yeah.
16 yards. But we want to kind of get it to land soft.
Okay.
try and get a little more height to it. Face starts a little open. Open it a touch on the way back. Delicate. Nice shot. Bingo. Oh, I went through. Wow. Okay. It's skirting the side. Oh, you got it by an inch. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do some of these pitch shots was because opening the face is very much required during this pitch shot action. And where the club face was before, being a little bit too closed, obviously caused us big, sweepy, shallow draws. So grab an 8-iron. I want to go 5 more shots, trying to hit it as straight as you can.